So we're going to look at 3 exercises that all feature some form of rotation, and collectively they're going to engage the paired pericardium and liver channels in Chinese medicine, specifically engaging the sinews associated with those channels, but they're also going to mobilize the liver organ primarily. So let's start with the first one. It's the easiest one. My arms are out. I have a 90-degree angle, hands away from the body. I'm rotating the forearms. Very simple. However, there's a little bit more to it, and I'm allowing my elbows to slightly move in and out. So that's going to fully engage the pericardium channel. Pericardium channel is going to work on this pronation, supination motion, but it's also going to have a little bit to do with that movement of the arm in and out. So relax the elbows, soft, turn. You don't have to make a big deal of this one. It's just warming up, but I don't want to be stiff like a robot. I want to let the arms move a little bit. So the second exercise is going to feature that turning, but I'm going to project one hand out and one hand in. But it's less of an arm movement and more of a rib cage movement. So I need to push my arm out by moving the rib cage, by projecting, in this case, the right side of the rib cage out. And then when it comes back, I'm going to project the left side out, which is going to help bring the right side back. So it's a rib cage movement. Rib cage projects the arm out, pulls it back in. Projects out, pulls in. So rib cage is mobilized. Again, pericardium channel, but also the liver channel starting to get a little bit employed in this motion. Definitely the lower rib cage is being mobilized, which is going to start to move the liver, increase circulation around the liver organ. Third exercise, we're still going to have a rotation in the forearm. We're still going to have a movement in the rib cage, but we're also starting to move the pelvis and mobilize the bones of the pelvic structure. So let's start with the pelvis. I'm turning, turning the pelvis, turning the pelvis. However, it's not just a block that's turning. The pelvic structure has bones on the right and bones on the left that can move slightly independent, allowing the sacroiliac joint to move also and the sacrum to move. So when I turn, I want to pull that one side back, allow the other side to roll forward. Pull one side back, the other side rolls forward. So there's a movement that's different from one side of the pelvis and the other. It kind of just happens. But the thing that I can do to help it occur is not let the legs collapse too much, which is not going to challenge the pelvis. I need to keep the structure of the legs relatively intact. The turn will still manifest down into the legs, but I don't want to lose structure. So turn, 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 turn. Next part. Turn the pelvis. Further turn the rib cage. That's going to take my chest to the side, and the arms are involved, which helps the shoulder girdle come into it. So I need to allow that side I'm turning away from to project out a little bit so that I can engage the full scope of the channel, serratus anterior, part of the pericardium channel, external obliques, part of the liver channel, opposite side adductors, part of the liver channel. So I'm creating a shortening along that whole sling to collectively turn me to the side. Then change, rotate, turn. change, rotate, turn. Change, rotate, turn. Change, rotate, turn. So again, I'm moving rib cage, shoulder girdle, pelvis. Fully turning my chest to the side, back hand faces the tailbone, other hand projects forward a little bit. Set it up, turn, expand, back hand goes all the way to the tailbone, so I open my chest up on that side. The other hand projects out, my chest faces to the side. Change, turn, expand. All right, so let's go through them again. We'll start with the first one. Turn the forearms, let the elbows relax, body relax, warming things up, getting the turn going. Next one, project the rib cage out, expand, mobilize the lower rib cage to move the hands forward and back. Next one, turn pelvis, turn rib cage, move the shoulder girdle. So collectively, I'm twisting the body, mobilizing the internal structures.